Hello, my little darlings. Welcome to Standard 4 English class. In our last class, we learnt the poem Wake Up. I hope you all have learnt to sing it by now. Well, today, let's look at a new chapter under Unit 1. Who wakes you up in the morning? Is it the chirping birds outside? Is it your mum? Is it your favorite pet animal? Or is it the alarm set on your mobile phone? Well, each of you have a different answer. For some of you, it could be your mum, whereas for the rest, it could be the alarm that you set on your phones. Can you guess how did people wake up when there were no clocks or watches? In the olden days, when people did not have watches or clocks, they would rely on the crowing cock or on the first rays of sunlight to enter the room. Nowadays, people set an alarm on their mobile phones. This rings exactly at the time they want to wake up. Some people even today use an alarm clock. Have you seen an alarm clock? Do you use one at home? Well, this is how an old alarm clock looks like. It has a key or a button at the back which you have to turn in order to set the time. This clock will ring loudly when it is time to wake up. Have you heard an old alarm clock ring? Well, if you haven't, then listen to this one. Oh my! Wasn't that loud? I'm sure anyone who hears it will definitely get up. So today we will learn about a small girl called Neha who hated her alarm clock in the lesson Neha's Alarm Clock. In this lesson we have a narrator, Neha, a small girl of your age, an alarm clock, chirpy birds, big bright sun, and Neha's mother. Children, let's now read and understand the first 2 pages of the lesson. I have highlighted the difficult words in yellow. Please pay careful attention to how I read. Narrator. Ring, ring, ring. Off goes the alarm clock at 6 in the morning. Neha makes a face and covering her ears with a pillow, snuggles under the warm blanket. But she knows she has to get up. Narrator means a person who tells a story. The narrator tells us that Neha's alarm clock rings every day at 6 in the morning. And when Neha hears the alarm clock ring, she makes a face. Makes a face means she gets angry. In other words, she does not like to hear that alarm clock ring because she wants to sleep for a little longer. So what does she do? She covers her ears with a pillow to block the loud noise made by the alarm clock and snuggles under her warm blanket. The word snuggle means to lie comfortably. During winter season, in the mornings you feel very cold. What do you do then? You wrap yourself nicely in the blanket from head to toe. This keeps you warm. That way you can sleep longer. Neha does the same thing. But Neha knows that she cannot sleep for long. because she will get late to school. She mutters to herself, Neha, this alarm clock always rings at 6 and pulls me out of bed. It's so unfair. Oh, how would I love to sleep a little longer in the morning? I wish this clock would forget its job sometimes. The word mutter means to speak in a low voice. Sometimes we talk to ourselves in a low voice. In class, when the teacher is teaching and we want to tell our friends something, we will do so in a soft voice so that our teacher is not disturbed. In other words, we mutter to our friend. What was Neha muttering? Neha was telling herself that her alarm clock never forgets to ring on time. She says it's not right. Another word for not right in the passage is unfair. It is not right for the clock to ring at 6 and wake her up. Neha loves to sleep and wishes her clock would forget its job. Job means work. What is the job of the alarm clock? Yes, its job is to ring and wake us up. Can you tell me why Neha wishes so? Because she wants to sleep a little longer. Narrator. Something falls, Neha smiles. The narrator tells us that something has fallen and Neha is very happy about it. Can you guess what it is? Let us see. Neha. Oh, my clock has fallen. How happy I am. Tomorrow I can get up late. Well, if you guessed it right, it was Neha's clock that had fallen. And Neha is very happy about it because she knows if the alarm clock doesn't ring tomorrow, she can get up late. Narrator. Next morning there is no alarm, so Neha sleeps and sleeps. The small chirpy birds which come to the window sill every morning find Neha still sleeping. Birds, wake up dear, wake up fast. Narrator. Neha gets up with a start. It's the next morning and there is no alarm clock. If you remember, Neha's alarm clock had fallen down the previous day and had broken. So Neha continues to sleep. She thinks that there is no one to wake her up. But there are some small chirpy birds who come to her windowsill every morning. They have come today as well, and they find Neha still sleeping. Do you know what a windowsill is? Check your windows at home. You will find a narrow shelf inside as well as outside your window, where you can keep something small like a pen stand or a mirror. In the picture on your screen, you can see 3 birds sitting on the blue windowsill. These birds start chirping and wake Neha from her sleep. Neha gets up with a start. This means that Neha wakes up suddenly from her deep sleep. Neha. Oh no, if it's not the alarm clock, it's these birds. Why don't they leave me alone? Neha wakes up to the chirping sound of the birds and she is not happy. She mutters to herself, why are these birds disturbing my sleep? Why don't they just go away? Narrator. Even this wish of Neha's comes true. The next morning, there is not only no alarm clock, there are no birds either. But there is someone else who does not want her to miss the school bus. Can you guess who it is? Neha's wish comes true the next morning. There is not only no alarm clock, there are no birds either to wake her up. The big bright sun, he fills Neha's room with a warm smile. Even the bright morning sun does not want Neha to sleep. Bright sun means shining sun. The sentence, he fills Neha's room with a warm smile means that the bright sunlight of the sun enters Neha's room and does not allow her to sleep. We shall now go through the difficult words once again and learn how to frame sentences using these words. Standard 4, Neha's alarm clock. Narrator. One who tells stories. My teacher asked me to be a narrator for our skit. Alarm clock. A clock with an alarm. I have a red alarm clock. Snuggle. Lie comfortably. I love to snuggle under my warm blanket during winter. Mutter. Speak in a low voice. Neha muttered to Usha. I hope our teacher takes us outside to play. Bright, shining. There is bright sunlight today. He fills Neha's room with a warm smile means that the sun's bright light entered Neha's room. Windowsill. A narrow shelf inside or outside the window. Windowsill inside. Windowsill outside. Let's revise. Please repeat after me. Narrator. 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 Alarm clock. Alarm clock. Alarm clock. ALARM. Alarm. CLOCK. Clock. Snuggle. 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 Mutter. 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 Bright. 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 Windowsill. 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 WINDOW. Window. SILL. Sill. Windowsill. Let's check how much you have understood. Why did Neha make a face? She was crying. She did not want to get up. She thought of something funny. Think. What could the answer be? And the answer is, she did not want to get up. Very good to all those who got it right. Why did Neha's alarm clock stop ringing? Her mother took it away. It fell down. She threw it out. What could the answer be? The answer is, it fell down. Excellent and good job to those of you who got it right. Who fills Neha's room with a warm smile? The birds, The alarm clock, the sun. The correct answer is the sun. Very good to all those who got this one right. Children, we haven't completed the lesson yet. We shall study the remaining part of the lesson in our next class. For now, let's revise what we have learned. We learnt that Neha made 2 wishes. First, she wished for her alarm clock to stop ringing. This wish of hers was granted. The next morning, when the small chirpy birds woke her up, she wished for them to go away. The second wish of hers came through as well. But there was someone up there in the sky who did not want her to sleep, and that was the big bright sun. Thank you, children. See you in our next class. God bless you. Take care, stay safe, stay home.